What's up with the Anunnaki chopping off their sacred members? To tell you this story, we have to go back on Nibiru, the planet of the Anunnaki. The king of Nibiru now is the famous Anu, father of Enki and Enlil and Ninhursag. But he was not always the legitimate king. He rose as a challenger to the king that was, Alalu. The first time Anu challenged Alalu, it was a huge battle, and there were wounds. But in their second combat, when Alalu wanted to return to power, and Anu challenged him to a second duel in combat, Alalu, in desperation, does the unthinkable. After he realizes that Anu has had the better of him, he starts thinking, I'm gonna hit him where it hurts, in his dynasty. I'm going to make it so that he can never have another heir again. And in a fit of rage, he bit off Anu's sacred member, cursing him and cutting away his dynasty forever. And most of all, no more heirs. This was a wound deeper than flesh. It was a mutilation of kingship itself. This story didn't end on Nibiru. It traveled through time, retold in another land. This time we are under Egypt's burning sun. We have two brothers, Set and Osiris. These are the counterparts of the Sumerian Enki and Enlil. Set, jealous of Osiris, built a jeweled coffin to fit precisely to his brother's body. At a feast, this trap was sprung, and Osiris was sealed inside. But Set's vengeance went far further. He hacked his brother's body into pieces and scattered them all around Egypt. He went to great lengths to hide these pieces all along the river Nile. But Isis, Osiris's faithful sister wife, did not sleep until she found every piece of his body. Every piece except one. Osiris, too, lost his sacred member. It is believed that it was devoured by the Nile's creatures. One thing we know for sure, it was lost forever. He too lost every chance of a future dynasty. Now, is this the same story repeating itself but with different characters? Or is this a story of like history repeating itself? The two contenders of Nibiru hashing it out, and the two contenders of Earth hashing it out. But while Anu and Alalu had a combat that was honorable, Set did everything behind everyone's back. So Isis figures that she's going to fashion another member made out of gold, and that's exactly what she does. And with the help of Thoth, they perform rituals and incantations to bring Osiris back to life. And he was alive just enough time to be able to conceive Horus. Since Osiris was incomplete now, he could no longer reign in the lands of the living. This is where he becomes the Lord of the Dead. From Nibiru to Egypt, from Anu to Alalu, to Osiris and Set, the same myth repeats. The sacred member stolen, dynasties broken, and legacies reshaped. This is a cosmic scar whispered across the stars and retold on Earth. The Greeks remember this story too. Ouranos, the sky, was overthrown when Kronos, with his mother's Gaia's sickle, castrated him. From his blood sprang the Furies. From his severed flesh, born into the sea, Aphrodite rose in beauty. From mutilation came vengeance, and from mutilation came creation. In Phrygia, the myth returned in the blood of Attis. He was driven mad beneath a pine tree, so he took the knife to himself, sacrificing his manhood. Blood soaked the soil, and from that sprang violets, his wound, bringing spring's renewal. And even the Vedas echo the theme. Indra, after slaying the great serpent, bore the weight of guilt. The gods struck him, and his virility was marred. His sacred power, the very essence of kingship and creation, stripped away until it was restored. So is this one story, one wound carried through time? Or is this something like history repeating itself? From Nibiru to Egypt to Greece to Phrygia, from Vedic hymns to hidden cults. Every myth remembers this. The same moment, the loss of the sacred member. Old kingdoms were broken, new orders, new empires were born from blood. And in conclusion, we can say, was Lorena Bobbitt one of the Anunnaki? As always, see you next time.